to the Stray Kids Dance Tutorials channel. My name is Gabriel, and I know it's been a really long time since the last tutorial, since school has been really busy for me, but today we'll be finally learning Mirror by Stray Kids, and we'll be going over the chorus and then the post-chorus of the dance. And there's no official dance practice video for Mirror, so I mainly learned from a combination of the part switch version, the random speed version, and then a fan count from and countdown. And this dance is pretty aggressive, so I would definitely recommend stretching beforehand and making sure you're getting a lot of water. Okay, so starting from the chorus, this is going to be the second chorus of the song, since that's the one that leads from the chorus to the post-chorus, because they don't do the post-chorus the first time. So this is going to be the start of Woojin's solo, and for most of this tutorial, we're going to be following Hyunjin as a reference. Okay, so after Seungmin and Chanmin do their little solo duet thing in the middle, then the start of the chorus is going to be on count 6. So on 6, you're just going to kind of jump here. They're changing formation and they jump into place. So you can just start on 6, or you can dunk a little if you want. And then they're going to do the mirror hand thing. So this is on 6 and your hands are going to come up to kind of make like a window or a mirror in front of you. And so your right hand is on top and your left hand is on bottom. And then they're also facing different directions. So your right hand is facing forward, and then your left hand is kind of facing your body like this. So this is 6 and this is where Woojin says chord, which means mirror, I think. So 6 and then on 7 and, then you're going to flip the mirror, so it'll be like this. So your left is forward and your right hand is facing you. So you just go from here, and then you flip it like this. And when they make the mirror, they also have varying, hand angles, hand distances. But for now, we'll just have it so that your hands are straight, but they're making like an equal sign. And then when you flip it, then they're kind of like angled diagonally. And then after you flip the mirror, then you're going to, on count 8, step back with your left foot, and your right hand will bring back in a fist because you're going to get ready to punch the mirror later. All right, so like this, and your left hand just stays forward. And when you step backwards, you can also kind of face a little bit to the side and go a bit lower like that. So that was 6, 6 and, 7 and, 8. And then it also kind of matches up with Woojin's words. So this is Kol, right? This is where he says B and then Chi. So you can also listen for Woojin's lyrics if that helps you too. A lot of this dance is very syncopated, but it can help to just learn the moves, and then when you listen to the music, then it'll make more sense. Okay, so then on count 8, you're prepping here, right? And then on 1, this is where you're going to punch forward and break the mirror. So you're going to jump onto your left foot, and as you do that, your right hand will punch forward and down. So this is 8, and then 1. On 1 and, your right foot steps forward because you're kind of going forward, so you have that momentum carrying you. So on 1 and, your right foot will step forward, and on 2, your head will look up really dramatically. So that motion, it looks like 1 and 2, like that. And you also want to be kind of facing the left diagonal after you punch. And this part also matches up with the words. So the punch is on me, and then no is when you look up. So you can listen for that as well. Okay, so after you look up on 2, and then on 2 and, they're going to start to step back here. And while they do that, your arms will kind of come in to make an X, and then go out again. So it'll be kind of a really fast thing like this to transition. And then on 3, after you do that, then you'll end with your right fist out to the side, and your right foot will step back here, and then your head is going to look at your right hand over here. So that's 1 and 2, and then 2 and 3. And then on 4, then they're going to change formations. This is where they're kind of all going different directions, right or left. And so for Hyunjin, he's going to go to the left. So you just step to the left with your right foot. So it's going to cross over your body, and your hand goes from here, and it's gonna make like you're holding like a big ball to your left. So your palms are facing each other. And this is 4. And then on 5, they do a really quick movement where they're going to flip it and then flip it back. So this is like 5. And this fast motion, it matches 2 really fast drum beats in the music, so you can listen for that to help you with the timing. Right? So just really 2 fast movements. And then after that, then Hyunjin will just pull his arms back and step with his left foot to the left now. And this is getting ready for the big tunnel formation that they'll make that Ian is going to walk through. So when you pull back with your arms, that's count 6. And then you step with your left foot, is count 7. And when you pull your arms back, you also will do a head nod upwards as well. And this is also when Ian's solo starts as well. And then just to finish that A count, after you step on 7 with the left foot, and then on 8, Hyunjin's going to go up and then go down really quickly. And this is where Ian says "chul" is the lyric for that, I think. So you can listen for that or just go on count 8. He's gonna go up and then go down. And when he goes down, he has his arms set in the tunnel formation pose. So for Hyunjin, his right arm is in front of his body, with his hand is facing the ground, and then his left hand is just kind of behind his back somewhere here. Okay, so now just to review that A count that we just learned from the beginning of the chorus. It's gonna be 5, 6, and 7, and 8, 1, and 2, and 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7, 8. Okay, so we're here on 8, we just went up and down, and now we're in the tunnel position. And so this is where when Ian is walking through, and on 1, you're going to do a bump up and down. So you just kind of go up and then go back down, just not too much. And then on 2, this is where Hyunjin will just start doing the snaky arms. So just going from your right and then your left, it's just going to kind of go up and then go down like a snake like that. So it's 2, and then on 3, your right hand will make another snake, and then on 4, the right hand will kind of push towards the left like you're reaching. And you can also kind of use your left foot to step a little bit and drag your right foot in a little bit because the whole formation is kind of pulsing towards the left. So that's 2, 3, 4. And then on the next part, there's going to be another 2 fast hits. And for Hyunjin, he's going to move his right knee in and then move it out. It's going to be like da-da, like that. And just like before, these fast hits, it matches one of the drum beats, so you can listen for that in music. So the counts for the leg part is 5E. And then on 6, you're going to do another bounce, so bounce up again. And then on 7, then they're going to break this formation and move to new formation, so Hyunjin is going to go onto his right foot and turn towards the right and stand up as well. So from here, you're going to go here, and you can just bring your arms in as well to transition there. And this is the part of the formation where they're all walking outwards in a big circle, and they're going to come back in a circle as well. So for Hyunjin, he goes from the formation, and he's going to walk kind of to like the right front, because that's where his position is. And after you turn on 7, and then on 8, your left foot is going to step forward a little bit slowly, just you're walking out of the circle. And as you do that, your right hand will raise up to the middle, and then it'll go up to the top. And the count for this is 8 and, like that. And when you raise it up, you want to have your palm is facing away from you, like you're high-fiving someone up there. So just to review that 8 count there then, when starting in the tunnel formation, so it's going to be 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and that's actually half of the chorus already done. So let's just go ahead and review the first half then. Okay, so starting from Woojin solo, so it's 5, 6, and 7, and 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then this part where Hyunjin is walking out of the circle, with this stuff, because of space, I'm going more towards the right, but Hyunjin actually goes kind of like this direction. But you can really do it any direction because all the members are going outward from a circle like that. Okay, so then let's move on. This is going to be the start of Woojin's second solo in the chorus. And, the part where he's in the middle and everyone else is super far away and walking out in a circle and then they come back. So we're here on 8 and then on 1, your right foot is going to step forward because you're still walking forward, and your right hand is going to kind of do a little twist and then end up here on your forehead, so it's facing out. So just twist in and then comes to your forehead. So this is 1, and then on 2, your right hand is going to throw out to the right in a big circle, and as you do that, your head will look to the left as well. So you look to the left, and then for your feet, your left foot is going to step forward now, but it's kind of like a sharp step, like they kind of almost do a small jump or put some weight onto it. Because after this, then they're going to start to go backwards towards the middle of the circle again. So that was 1, 2, like that. And then on 3, your left foot will step back again, and your right hand is going to go to your the left side of your chest, and then bring it back to the right side. So this is 3 and is the hand, and then you're just going to step back with your left foot like this. And then on 4, down your right foot will step back behind your left. And it's kind of crossed or twisted like this. And your hands, it's going to be, your right hand will kind of go to your forehead-ish, the top of your head. This is 4, and then your left hand is going to go to the right side of your chest. So it's 4, and on 4 and, you're just kind of going to open it up so that your right elbow goes more out, and your left hand is going to bring it back to the left side of your chest. So it'll look like this to this is 4 and. Right, and then you also still step back with your right foot, and then on 5, your hands will kind of close in again, and your right elbow goes forward, and now your left hand will actually grab your right elbow like this. This is 5. So now your hands are connected, and on 5 and, your hands are going to go over your head and then to the right like this. And so you're going to complete this motion on count 6, and then also once you complete it, your right hand should be somewhere over here on the left side of your face, and your head is also going to look at the right side of your body. And then finally, when you do that, you're going to step back with your left as well. And then we're going to review this in just a little bit, but just to finish this sequence off, then on 7, they're pretty close to the middle again, so your right foot is going to step back, and then your hands are going to go from your shoulder, and then push forward like this. This is 7 and when you do that, your head is also kind of looking down. And then on 8, you just step back with your left, and now you're facing the front again, and they're ready for the next set of moves. They're all in the middle, facing forward again.
Oops, sorry, as I'm editing this, I realized that I actually did the counts for this part a little wrong. It should actually be on 6 and is when your right foot steps back and your head will look down, and then your hands come up to your chest. And then on 7 is when your hands will push forward. And so that looks like and 7, and that also matches with the lyric myself. And now I'll just play the clip from the dance practice twice so that you can see that.
So this whole set is kind of more complicated and a little bit syncopated as well. So let's just review just the arms first. So after this is 8 and it's 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, 7, 8, like that. And it is tricky, but you can go ahead and just keep replaying that part and slow it down if you need to. And then just the legs alone for that part. This is 7, 8. Okay, so this is here on 8. Then it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you can see that you mostly step on the counts, right? And you're going forward, and then you will kind of jump onto your left and then start going backwards. And the only count that doesn't have a step on it is count 5, right? Because it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, okay? And then now if we just do that 8 count with the arms and the legs. So slowly from here we count, it's gonna be 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, 7, 8. Like that, okay? And then now just to finish the rest of the chorus on here, after this is going to be Chan solo now. And on 1 and, you're going to take 2 small steps forward, so just right, left. And when you step with your left foot, you're going to bend down like this. And your hands for that, it's just going to go down like you're holding a tray or something by your waist. So 1, and then on 1 hand, when you go down, your hands are going to go up slightly so they come past your head like this. This is 1 hand, and then on 2, this is a little jump. So you're just going to bring your arms down and do a little jump up like that. And at the beginning of the jump, you want to have your feet kind of closer together. And then you're also doing the jump, you're going to look up at the top. So look up with your head. So it's 1, 2, and then, so you start with the jump with your feet mostly together, but for Hyunjin, he's just going to land out like this. Some of the members, they land onto their knees, but for Hyunjin, he still stays standing up. So you're going to land on count 3 with your legs a little bit wide, and as you land as well, your arm is going to kind of rotate like this. So they're going to rotate around, heading in a clockwise direction, and then end with your left hand on your forehead, kind of facing out like this, and then your right hand is just around your left side of your waist. This is 3, and then on 4 and, you're going to do a really fast motion with your right hand. It's going to go out a little bit, but then come back in, but then it's going to go out to the top and be a fist. So you hit up, and when you hit up, your right hand will make a fist, and also your left hand is going to close it into a fist on your face. And the count for that is kind of 4 is the middle hit, and then 4 and is the big hit up here. So you do half of a hit, and then you go all the way up. And then the last piece to this move, once your hands are in fists, then your head is also going to slightly turn towards the right side, like that. So this is 4 and then on 5, you're just going to bring it down. Just bring it down and open your hand. And then they're going to start moving formations to get ready for the post-chorus. So you can just kind of, just get ready. But what the people who are kneeling down, when they get up, they'll do a little head nod upwards when Chan says "oh." So Hyunjin doesn't do that, but we'll just add it to this tutorial since otherwise you're just kind of standing around for 4 counts. And the nod upwards is on count 6 and. You can also just listen for Chan's "oh" in the music. And that is actually it for the chorus. So let's go ahead and review that last 8 count first. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8. Like that, okay? And then let's actually do the last half of the chorus as well, those last 2 8 counts. So from here, when you're walking out into the circle, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? Alright, and then let's do the whole chorus with counts, just to review it. So from the beginning of Woojin solo, it's 5, 6, and 7, and 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so that is the whole chorus. So now let's do that with 80% speed music, 90% speed, and then 100% speed music of just the chorus. 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, 7, 8. 1, and 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, and 7, 8. 5, 6, and 7, and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, and 7, 8.
5, 6, and 7, and 8. 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, 8. 1 and 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, and 7.
Okay, so then moving on to the post-chorus, we're still going to be following Hyunjin for most of it. And so this is going to be the start of Felix's solo of the post-chorus. And this whole part is very aggressive and fast and pretty tiring, but you can get through it. So you're going to start by having a low level. So you're going to step onto your left foot and kind of go a little bit low. And when you do that, your right hand is going to grab from the left and then pull it back across your body. So it's like 1, okay? And then on 2 and, then you step onto your right foot and your hands are going to do kind of like a Y motion, and we'll do that twice, so it's 2 and. And then on 3, you're going to step out onto your left, do another grab, and then 3 and, you're going to step onto your right again, and your left is actually going to grab from like your chest level. It's going to grab across. And then on 4 and, it's just kind of this really fast transitional movement where after you grab, then your hand's going to kind of come up like this. So your right hand's going to come upwards as your left hand goes downwards. And then your right hand is going to kind of come across over your head and close into a fist. And as you do that, your left hand is going to travel back up to like your left side of your chest. And while you do that, your body is going to turn towards the left and kind of stick your chest out like that. And when you turn to the left, you can also kind of do a small, step in place with your left foot just to get that rhythm going. So just to review those 4 counts only, really slowly. It's 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and. Okay, so it's pretty tricky with the hands because you're gonna grab with your left into a fist, and then it's gonna open up, and then your right hand is gonna be a fist. So that's kind of like a tricky detail, but that just kind of takes some practice to get used to. From a fist, open, and then a right fist. And then so after this, we puff our chest out on 4 and then we're going to wait here on count 5, then on count 5 and, you're gonna scrunch in with your chest, so your chest is gonna go in, and when you do that, your arms are kind of like scrunch forward as well. So this is 4 and, 5 and then on 6, you're gonna do another scrunch, but now your hand is gonna come across your body like that because you're gonna get out of this pose. So it's 4 and 5 and 6, so you can just kind of do that. And then after you stretch in, then you can kind of step your left foot in a little bit because then they're going to turn around to the left on count 7. So you're going to turn to the left like that. It's pretty fast, so you can just, as long as you make it around to the left, and then you end up facing the same direction that you were from here. Just into a 360 turn and end up facing the left diagonal again. And then on 8 and, this is where Felix says memories. And you're just gonna kind of make a 2-finger gun thingy and then kind of tap it on your head twice. This is memories. And that spin is also a formation change. But for Hyunjin, I think he mostly just stays in place. So that's why we can just spin to the left and we'll be fine. So let's review that first 8 count in the pre-chorus. It's going to be 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, 7, 8, and. Alright, so after this part, then this is going to be Han's solo. And so you're going to kick your right foot up, and then start to bring it back. For the motion, it's just going to be 1, you're going to raise it up, and then on 2, you're going to kick it back behind you. So this is one of the more aggressive moves, right? And as you do this, they all kind of do different things with their hands, but what Hyunjin does is he's just going to, as he raises his leg and his knee, he's going to bring his right hand back. This is on 1, and on 2, as you kick back with your right foot, you can kind of use your left hand to go forward and make that momentum to punch with your right hand again, like that. So this is 1, 2, and then on 3 and 4, and this is like the really aggressive small step that they do. So for the steps, it's going to be right, left, right, and then you're going to actually raise your left knee up like that. And then the arms for that, after you punch forward, then your right arm is still kind of like straight, right, for your body. The first arm movement is going to be 1, where your right arm is still straight and you raise it up, and your left hand is just kind of like somewhere on your arm or something, like your bicep. It says 1, and on 2, it's going to go out, and then on 3, you're just going to cross over like this, and then 4, it's going to go out again, and your palms are kind of more forward at that moment because that's when you raise your left knee. And then also, just to add the last details on this moves, so when you do this, you're going to kind of be more bent down a little bit with your bent knees while you're doing the steps, and then also kind of aggressively, Hyunjin is going to aggressively like bob his head down as he does this. So after we do the kick back, and then it's 3 and 4 and. Okay, so that's kind of like the progression. And 4 and, when you do this, then you're standing straight up again. And then after this, your left foot is going to step down, and your right hand is going to kind of swing around, come out to your mouth, and then you're going to throw it in the front really aggressively. So this is 5 and then 6 is where you throw your hand. And then on 7 and 8 and, they're just going to do 4 small steps, and their arms are going to do like this like motion upwards. They definitely go upwards. You naturally want to do like this type of move, but they go up. So I don't know. It's just going upwards like this with your right hand. And while they do that, they're just kind of doing some small hops. And to transition to the next set of moves, it's easier if you start hopping with your left foot here instead of your right foot. So after this, mouth throw, and then it's going to be 7 and 8 and, okay, just kind of like that. And this is where they also change formation as well. And during the arm throw here, Hyunjin actually will raise his left knee again, but since none of the other members do that, I thought it was just easier to leave it out since you just raised your knee just recently. Okay, so let's practice that 8 count from the kick, okay? It's gonna be 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5, 6, 7, and 8, and like that, okay? And then now just to do Chapman's part, which is actually the last part of the tutorial that I'll teach today. Okay, well the lights turned off, but we'll just keep going. So they're going to change formations here, and Hyunjin is actually going to change formations so he's blocked by Chapman since Hyunjin's solo is coming up. So for this last bit of the tutorial, I followed Lino as a reference to learn the moves. So after the little small hops, then you're going to step out to the left like this to start Chapman's part. And this is the reason why it's easier to do little hops starting on the left. So that you can do 7 and 8 and then just step out with your left foot so that your weight's on it. It's a little bit easier. So you're going to step onto your left, and you're going to use both of your hands to pull from open hands to fist like that. And then you're also, kind of low level again as well. So it's 1, and then you're going to do on 2, pull on your right, and then 2 and pull on your left. And then you're just wait here on 3, and then on 3 and, then you're going to have your hands and fists. You're going to make like circles around your head like that. This is 3 and, you step with your right foot, and then 4, step with your left, make another circle towards around your head, and then 4 and, step with your right, and now you're facing the front and make a circle. So when you do these arm circles, your body's also turning a little bit to the diagonal, so it's right, left, straight, like that. And on 5, you're going to punch down, so your arms are between your legs, and you're kind of like bending your knees and squatting a little bit. So it's 5, and on a 5 and, they're going to come in together, and you're going to stand back up. And then 6, your arm is going to hit up like this, so your right hand is going to kind of punch forward and up a little bit, and your left hand is just kind of jab forward with your forearm. So this is 6, and then 6 and, your right fist is going to go to the left, and your left hand can kind of grab your right arm like this. And then while you do that, your head will look at the left and also raise your left knee again. So 6 and, now on 7, you just step down with your left foot and bring your arms down. And then the rest of it is the same as before. So you do the memories, hand tap, and it's the same thing with the aggressive hand movements like that. To end it, you can just do this, throw it forward, and then that'll be the end of the post-chorus tutorial for today. Alright, so let's just review Champin's 8 counts then for his solo. So that was 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, 6, and 7, 8, and. Alright, so now let's just review the whole post-chorus with counts. So it's going to be, starting from Felix's part. It's going to be 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5, 6, 7, and 8, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, 6, and 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5, 6, and then 7, 8, and that's it. Okay, so now let's do just the post-chorus with 80, 90, and 100% speed music, and then put it all together, 80, 90, and 100% speed, and then one final time without counts. 5, 6, and 7, 8, 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5, 6, 7, and 8, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5, 6, 5, 6, and 7, 8, 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5, 6, 7, and 8, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, 8, and 1, 2, and 4, and 5, 6.
5, 6, and 7, 8, 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5, 6, 7, and 8, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5, 6.
So from the beginning of Woojin's solo, it's 5, 6, and 7, and 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, 7, 8 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 5, 6, 7 and 8 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, 6 and 7, 8 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 5, 6, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7 and 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, 7, 8, 1 and 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6 and 7, 8, 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, 7, 8 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 5, 6, 7 and 8 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7, 8 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 5, 6. 5, 6 and 7 and 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6 and 7, 8, 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, 7, 8 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 5, 6, 7 and 8 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7, 8 and 1, 2 and 4 and 5, 6.
5, 6 and 7 and 8, 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7, 8, 1 and 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6 and 7, 8, 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, 7, 8 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 5, 6, 7 and 8 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7, 8 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 5, 6.
시킨 대로 여기까지 왔던 memories 어디가 내가 가라는지 걸어가 묻지 마 여태 뛰는 게 우선이야 내가 누군지 나도 모르지 시킨 대로 여기까지 왔던 memories 어디가 내가 가라는 길 걸어가 묻지 마 일단 뛰는 게 우선이야.
Alright, so that was the tutorial for Mirror by Stray Kids. I hope you all had fun learning the dance. And as always, you can check out the performance video by Stray Kids. And if there's any more updates on the tutorials, I'll be posting on Twitter for those as well. And since Stray Kids is having their comeback in March 2019, I hope you all can really support it and show Stray Kids lots of love.